What a great opportunity to see everybody, and really the opportunity to be in the presence of family. And just for a moment, everybody just scroll through, however you got to do it, look through all the people that are on this Zoom. Now for me, I'm on my iPad, so I got to scroll left. Just look at the people. Take a minute and look at your family. Does this look like a family reunion to you? I mean, look at all the different people in this family. I mean, isn't that the coolest thing right now, just to be able to see everybody from across the country with no barriers? I mean, I think it's just amazing to be able to see everybody front and center. And, the people that are on this call, the quality, the integrity, this is a group of people on this call and all of Family Heritage that have a passion like nobody before. And not only that, look at the good looks, man. This is a good-looking group of people for sure. So that's what's been great about this whole Zoom thing. I do wonder though, as you scroll through the people, I've always wondered this. Those people that don't show their picture, they just kind of have a blank screen or a picture of themselves. Do you ever wonder what they're really doing during these Zoom calls? I mean, maybe we don't want to know, but what are they doing? Are they multitasking? Are they emailing? Are they watching movies? We don't really know, do we? So I've always just wondered, let me see, who can I call out here? Oh, Wesley, why isn't your picture up there? Van, well, we know what you're doing, Van. All right, so anyways, I just think that's, I love it when you can see everybody's faces, and what a blessing this has been to see everybody and engage with everybody and inspire. And Dan, thanks for holding these. It really brings us together as a family. Guys, I truly do admire you, and I will just tell you that this shelter-in-place thing has obviously been very tough for everybody, not just personally, but professionally. Right now, you've got scores of people that are out of work, and I still drive around and just say, wow, that business is out. I wonder what those people are doing. It's been a really tough kick in the gut for the entire nation. Not only just being out of work, but the whole shelter in place here, personally and professionally. I mean, think about it. There's challenges right now that people have been dealing with getting food. I mean, I laugh, but I'm not sure where everybody's getting their haircuts. I say this all the time. Where can you get your haircut? That's why John Wayne's probably wearing a hat. He messed it up. I promise you, this is actually done by my dog's clippers. My dog Marley has clippers, and my wife's like, let me just take it to your head because you look like crud. So guys, I'm not, obviously those are small obstacles to overcome, but for some of us, having to be with our families 24/7, that's been challenging, right? I mean, some of us are going on our back patios like John Wayne, maybe because he needs a little bit of a break. So guys, this has been challenging, but also inspiring in so many ways. So I really do admire you for that. And but there's also been a lot of blessings with this. And again, I'm not minimizing the COVID impact. This has been, again, a tough deal for everybody. But there's been some blessings in here, and I'm one of less than 100 people that are coming into the office of 1,300 here at Globe Life. And when I drove in this morning, it just makes me feel good. I watch a dad walking down the street holding the hand of his son, just taking a walk, and I say, would that have happened prior to this event? I don't think so. My family got together for Easter on Zoom, just like this. I saw my brother, who I haven't seen in 3 years. I actually saw him face to face, so there's some real blessings that have come out of this, being able to see each other and, people working out. And so, and I think America's making the most of it, and I know you're making the most of it. And, I'm not much of a movie watcher, but at some point you got to do something when you're home 24/7. And so last weekend, my wife Nikki and I, we said, let's do a movie marathon. These people that watch these Netflix shows and kind of go, well, I can't do that, but we actually watched The Lord of the Rings, which we've never seen. I've seen bits and pieces, and I've always been confused. And I realized, wait, if you just watch the first 5 minutes of the first one, you actually understand the whole movie. So Go figure. But we watched The Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. And those are long movies. I would never have done that. And I'm bringing that movie up because I want to share something about that movie. So, guys, there's been some real blessings in there in everything that we're going through. And so, Dan, thanks for the introduction. Guys, I'll just tell you this. When I came as an agent in 1991, there wasn't many of us. I was agent number 86. Actually, it's 1,086. We stuck a couple zeros, a 10 in front of it, so people would think we had a lot of agents, and we really didn't. So I was agent number 86 or 1,086, however you want to do it. But I wasn't a top salesperson. I was decent, but I was a dang good recruiter, and I've always have been a great recruiter. But guys, in my years, and I'm not bragging about anything, I'm just trying to give you a perspective, I have knocked on 46 different states, knocking on doors with Family Heritage, selling insurance. From Maine to Florida to Wyoming to California to Washington to wherever. 160 train moors. Dan mentioned I've been with over 1,100 different people in the field. I mean, what a blessing it's been for me to be able to do that. And by the way, everyone I get with, they'll say, well, my territory is a little different here. They'll try to explain how their territory is different. It's no different. We're just people, and they're just people out there. So, but I've seen everything like you have. I've seen raccoons come out of the couch in the middle of a demo. Has anybody ever seen raccoons come out? They had pets. I didn't even know it. I'm surprised the heck out of me. I've been cornered by dogs. I was with Tom Hofer when the house went on fire in this place. They had a grease fire, and the whole house went on fire, and we put it out, and an hour and a half later, we sat down and finished the demo. I like you've been cornered by dogs. At 10 o'clock at night, that's not fun when you're out in the country. If you've been in the back of a police car with Family Heritage, you might raise your hand. I've been in the back of a police car with Family Heritage. I've been run off porches, run out of businesses like you. But on the blessing side of this, we've all made a lot of friends, and we've met some amazing people, just like you have. And I've been with people in this business, their first day in the business, and I got something. I've been with people their first day, and I've been with people their last day in the business. And, I keep track of everybody I've been with. And I laugh at this because, I was out with Andy Santos in July of 2007. And I keep notes of who I worked with. Let me see here. I was out with Mark Bielek. Let me see. I was out with Eric Hamadi in 2005. And that's amazing. I didn't even know he was around back then. Justin Ellingson, when he was just a pup, we see him now as Agency of the Year. Well, this was 2010, and I'm watching his demo, and he was dang good up in the winter of Minnesota. Jonathan Davis in 13. Duke, we were out. This is Founders Week of 2013. And so guys, that's we have just amazing people, and in the 30 years. I've seen all sorts of shapes, sizes, backgrounds, families, but what really is it that makes everybody, what's the similarity we all have together? I mean, you think about our backgrounds and you look at the pictures of the people and you think about Howard Lewis, our founder. How in the world does somebody grow up without electricity, dirt floors, no education till he decides to take advantage of it, poor as can be in the hollers of Kentucky, and start the business that we have that we all benefit from? How does that happen? And it's just amazing to me. So, guys, the moral of the story is, in all those people over all that time, there's a couple things that really set us apart and set those people apart. And I'm going to come back to the Lord of the Rings because Nikki and I watched that, and again, I can't really watch a movie straight through. I kind of multitask with my iPad and like some of you, so I may get a couple things wrong. But there's an unlikely hero in this movie, and his name's Frodo, and he's a hobbit. And, just in a nutshell, his journey is to save Earth. A lot of movies are like that. He's to save Earth. He's got this ring that's evil, and he has to journey to this mountaintop far away and throw it in the volcano so it melts and the world is saved. You know, we've all watched movies like that. It takes 3 movies for him to get there. So I'll just letting you know that. But against him, there are wizards and there are evil beings, and the graphics are amazing. He's stabbed. He's bitten by a spider. He's wrapped up. There are more obstacles. There are more obstacles that he has to go through to get to that mountain than you can possibly imagine. And on the other side of this, he has the good forces as well. You know, he has these great warriors. He has Gandor, the Gray, helping him. He has his loyal friend Sam. He has the elves. He has people along the way that are helping him get through this. But you got to remember, Frodo was just a hobbit. You know, he's just a hobbit. And when I'm watching this with Nikki, we finally finished it, and she said, you know, that was really good. She says, but it was a very frustrating movie. I said, well, why is that? She goes, I always expected him to get some superpowers. You know, I expected him to get better as this went along and be able to fight these evils. And the fact of the matter is, he didn't have any. You know, he didn't have any superpowers. He couldn't even fight that well. You know, he had no special powers, and that's kind of what frustrated my wife. He wasn't your typical hero in a movie. But guys, he had 2 things, and this is just, he had 2 things that the other heroes didn't have in this movie, and this is where you come in. This is where the great people of Family Heritage come in. This is what sets you and the 30-year history of this company, the heroes apart from the rest of the world. Number one, he could resist the ring. You know, there were all these great characters, even the good wizard Gandor, they couldn't handle the ring. Okay, it was an evil ring, and you got to watch the movie, but they couldn't handle the ring. It would overtake them. The powers would overtake them. He had such a pure and good heart that he could. Now, it was tough, but he could do it, right? And think about that. Does that sound familiar? He wanted to make a difference, right? That's number one. He had the right heart. The second thing about Frodo is the fact that he just kept going. You know, he's just a hobbit going along, and when all these evil things would happen to him, and he died or almost died several times through this thing, when the dust settled, he'd get up, take another step forward, and keep walking toward that mountain. And those are 2 characteristics that the other characters didn't have in that movie. And so when you think about him being a hero, you say, wow, okay, yeah, he didn't have the typical hero superpowers, but he had those 2 things. And that's where you come in, and that's what we've got. That's you at Family Heritage, because I know you are, because you're here, right? Who in their right mind would go to an interview and say, yes, I want to knock on doors. Yes, I want to sell insurance. Yes, I want to be on 100% commission. Yes to all the obstacles that we've talked about. It takes a very special person with the right heart, takes a special person with the attitude to keep going, to be able to do that. And really, that's who you are. So I know you have that in you. Everybody does here. You know, but as you watch that movie, and you get to the end of that movie, and, you know, the dust settles, the trilogy's over, and the dust settles. He's a different person. He has a calm confidence about him. They show this scene at the end. He has a maturity about him. He doesn't have superpowers, nor are you expected to have superpowers, but he has a quiet confidence and maturity that he didn't have prior to that. And so, guys, in our business, you know, this is a simple business. It's a very simple business. Howard talks about it all the time. You don't need superpowers to do well in this business. We recruit, we train, and we sell. You can watch all sorts of people training and trying to complicate this thing, but the reality is we recruit, we train, we sell. Those 3 statements are up on the wall in Family Heritage. Many of you have seen that before. So is it an easy business? No. Is it simple? Yes. It's a simple business. Frodo's task was simple. He needed to get to the mountain, you know, and you've already got what it takes. And so, guys, on the other side of this pandemic, and again, it's been a kick in the teeth, There's a stronger you, a more resilient you, a more empowered you. Despite the setbacks, look at what you're doing to keep going in this business, and that's exactly what's happening. You're rising up, you're building your skill set, you're protecting families, and are there challenges? Absolutely. So wherever you are, I would just want to tell you, wherever you're at with your journey right now, you need to embrace it, because it's awesome on the other side of this. It really is. And, we're not battling evil like Frodo, but we are battling cancer, and we are battling accidents, and we are battling heart, and we are battling corona. We're battling bad things that happen to good people. But we also have, like he does, we have forces that are there to help. I mean, look at the trainings that are happening. Look at this Zoom call. There's so many people and forces there to help you get your journey done, to get to the other side of the mountain. So, guys, that screen behind me, the opportunity now, I'm not sure Family Heritage could have had a better theme for this year. I don't know that we could have, and I'm not minimizing the effects of this pandemic. Nobody would have wished upon this, but your opportunity now is better than ever. Just look at the flyers. If you look at the weekly flyers, right, just in the last 6 weeks, I'm like, wow, a lot of new names. Look at the new people who are rising up. You're like, wow, if you don't think there's a great opportunity now, you're crazy. People are rising up right now, to do that. So that, to me, I wanted to share that because I thought about you all and what you do, and the opportunity now is absolutely amazing. I mean, we don't want people unemployed, but you know what? We're going to go through a pretty tough unemployment period here. What does that mean? There's an opportunity right here to recruit like we've never been before. I mean, our biggest recruiting boom was after 2008 when that happened. Again, we don't wish this on anybody. But if you're not personally recruiting and talking to people about this business, you're missing out. What about the sales opportunity right now? Those of you that are in the field, this is amazing right now. Dan says it. Every day is Saturday right now. Every day is Saturday. If you've been on Train Wars or you're out, you know what Saturday is. It's a day to have an amazing finish to your week. You can be sitting on 2 apps or 0 apps and ride an eagle in one day. Every day is Saturday right now. People are home. We're all home, right? People have more time. Do they not have more time right now? Think about that. People have the time, and so do you. You're not spending, Rob McLean talked on the training yesterday, you're not spending, he said he's spending 20 hours less in his car commuting. You have more time than ever, and so do people. On top of that, people miss people. We are looking for interaction right now. I love my wife, but there's only so much we can talk about face-to-face over a cup of coffee after 6 weeks of this. I love her to death, but I mean, we are craving interaction. You can be that person that, people want to talk to you. Even if it is by Zoom, people want to talk to you. People are spending less money right now. They're not spending money on gas. They're not going out to eat. Expenses overall are down for people. They have the income and they want to spend it. And guys, that's the blessing where we're at. Another thing, people are thinking about their families now more than ever. It's so easy to get caught up in life, and we're so busy and we got to do this that we can sometimes not pay attention to our kids and our family. And there's been a reality check for people through this to be like, wow, I've got a great family. I got to protect this family. And people are thinking about their families right now. People are concerned about their health now more than ever. I mean, how many times, I don't know about you, but probably in the last 6 weeks, the minute I feel my cough, I feel something, I'm like, oh, I got COVID. So what is this the beginning? I mean, if you've not felt that, people are thinking about their own mortalities right now, and they're thinking about, wow, I need to do something about that. And here's the beauty. The superpower you have right now, if there's any, you can travel 100 miles to see somebody in a few seconds over the internet. Think about that. That's an amazing opportunity right now. So, Dan, you're right. Every day is Saturday. The opportunity now for selling and recruiting is better than ever, and you have the solution. You have amazing products that make a difference. They're affordable for everybody. We got all the levels you need, the money back. I mean, just wow, think about that. You have a process to get in front of people remotely. And you know what? If you got dogs barking in the background at your house or kids running around, nobody cares right now. They do too. Nobody cares. You know, you can sit on your patio and write $10,000 of premium like Andrew Meyer talks about. But yes, do we have to learn a new skill? Yes, we do. You know, on top of that, behind you, you have a home office that hasn't missed a beat. They're paying claims. Claims are coming in. They're providing service. You know, they're all doing that from their homes, just like you're having to do right now. And think about what they've been able to do to be able to help you out with that. And not only that, you get new features and things like this mobile app. I hope you like it. I mean, it's pretty awesome to be able to share names and claims the way this is. So, guys, today is Friday, but it's also Saturday. Every day Saturday right now. This week, do not write off. This week, you can have an eagle today. You can have an eagle today. You can work tomorrow, okay? Have 2 Saturdays in a row. Finish like a champion. So, guys, your opportunity is right now to make a difference. Your opportunity is at an all-time high. If you're struggling, you got people here to help you. Engage. Figure it out. Be like Frodo. Keep going. Keep going forward. The remote selling, figure that out. It's not going anywhere. When the pandemic's gone, we're still going to be selling remotely. That's a commitment to you. That's going to be a part of family heritage. And so Martin Luther King, you know, I love this quote. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. And there is no doubt that we've been in that time. So, guys, as Dan mentioned, I've had a blessing to mentor under Howard Lewis. And, you know, the company was 1.5 years old when I got a chance to work with him. You simply can't imagine the challenges he had to go through to get this company started. And we see what it is today. You know, I mean, he had a battle, you know, not unlike Frodo, but he kept going and he kept working toward the mountain, you know, to get through the other side of this. So Globe Life is blessed to be in business with you. Thank you for everything that you're doing on your end. You know, tough challenges, yes. But if this didn't happen, I wouldn't be blessed to be in front of each of you and be able to see your great faces. So, Dan, thank you for the opportunity to talk to your group. Yeah, and you're right. Our products are amazing. Steve DeSharo and Steve Greer from AIL and Liberty, they're always saying, how can we have those return of premium products? They love them. And, you know, they sell a whole life product, and it's not much different than ours. And they sell some supplemental, but they don't have return of premium. They love our products. Jason Adams, you've seen him #1 in the Globe Life Achievement Awards. He just straight up says, and he works about 80 hours a week. This guy's a horse, right? He writes $1 million of premium, but he said, if I had your products, I'd write $2 million. He loves the products. So guys, we're blessed. And you know, the good part about it is we're Globe Life Family Heritage Division. Ain't nobody getting our products but Family Heritage. That's the great part, and that's the commitment from Larry Hutchison and Gary Coleman. And so now, the advantage that maybe they had going into this crisis from American Income, for example, is they were used to making phone calls to set up appointments, you know, and we're not, right? So this has been a new skill set we've had to learn, and we're learning it. So for them, it was a little easier to go to the remote selling. For us, we're like, wow, I got to be face-to-face with them. What if I can't see their left arm? You know, we're just so used to the body language side of this thing. So they had a little bit of an advantage, but we're now catching up and figuring that out. So we do have the best products of all the companies, no doubt about it.